Guys, welcome back to my solo living kitchen today. So we are making something super exciting. It's called plant-based lechon kawali, or pork chop na crispy sa labas, juicy sa loob, at totally guilt-free. You have been craving this classic Pinoy crunch, but you want a healthier, kinder version. This recipe is for you. So we're using plant-based ingredients. So for the skin, we only need 4 ingredients. The skin, we need the golden bean curd sheet. So that's the one. For the main meat, so we need textured that vegetable protein. So ito siya. Yan yung main meat niya. And then for the fat layer, this is just all you need. So 4 ingredients lang talaga siya. Tapioca starch and white rice flour. So for the seasoning, simple lang naman ang seasonings ko. It's just the 5 spice. And this one, which is the magic syrup version here in UK, the Vegeta. Yes, so yan na siya. So you can play with the seasonings depending on what taste you desire. But so far, this is just what I used. So first, yung dried textured vegetable protein, you need to soak it with seasonings and hot water. Ilagay mo lang siya. So yung vegetable protein, ganito siya at first, matigas siya. And then isoak mo siya sa hot water. And then lagay mo lang nung 5 spices or magic syrup or any spices that you want or seasonings. And then lalaki siya, tutubo siya. It will be like this. Yeah? So whatever seasoning ilagay mo, isosoak up yan ng yung textured vegetable protein. So magiging malasa siya. But I recommend just these 2 spices. Make it simple kasi syempre pag lutuin natin siya, we'll be adding more spices pa rin. Maraming seasoning, so mas maganda, mas simple lang siya. So as what I've explained, this is the meat layer. This is the skin layer, but some they use bread. And this is the fat layer. Very simple, madali lang siyang gawin talaga. So for the fat layer, i-mix mo lang ang tapioca starch at saka white flour. Ang measurement ko dyan, depende sa inyo. Actually, the recommendation is 1:1. Pero kung gusto niyo ng mas translucent siya, gawin niyo mas marami ang tapioca starch. So for me, I use 1/2 tapioca starch and then 1/4 rice flour. So mix nyo lang 1/4 rice flour and 1/2 tapioca starch. So you just have to mix it and then put hot water in it until you create a paste texture. So do not pour the hot water immediately because there's a certain texture that you have to create. Something like a paste, yeah? Something like that. So mix it, slowly put hot water because this one is what we will put in the layer later. Now with the fat layer, I also added this 5 spice, a little only, so that meron lang din siyang taste. That one, very little. Then mix it. Para meron lang din siyang lasa, so that it will have a taste. So para ka lang din nagbe-bake talaga, mabilis lang naman talaga siyang gawin. Mix, 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 mix. I also decided to add a little Vegeta. You can add salt or whatever you want in the seasoning. For the seasoning, you can add garlic powder, black pepper, whatever is, the taste that you want. With your cutlet. By the way guys, I just want to recommend this one as a replacement for magic syrup because yan talaga ang isa sa mga mahirap hanapin when I transferred here in UK. The magic syrup, I really miss it, but this one is the replacement that I used, Vegeta. So guys, this is the consistency na gusto ko ma-achieve. Para siyang paste, not too wet, but not too dry. This consistency, yeah? So keep mixing. So we now have the ingredients for the fat layer, the meat layer, and the skin. Yeah, so what we'll do is that we're gonna layer it here in this foil to steam it later. So for your meat layer, you have to drain the excess water, squeeze it until the excess water is removed. So dapat tuyo siya. It should be dry. So now, let's do the layering. So layer first the skin, put it there, and then after the skin, you have to put the fat layer on top. Like that. Just put it on top. It depends how thick mo gusto yung fat layer mo or how thin. Depende sa inyo. So just put it there. And then, after that, you have to put your meat layer. Just this one. And this one. So kind of tricky ang maglagay ng meat, no? Kasi there's a space there. So you have to cut another TBP. So what I do is that I cut some small parts just to fit the parts na walang layer. There. After that, yeah, you have to put again the fat layer. Just alternate. And then the meat layer. That's it. It depends on how thick or how everything to your liking. And then after that, put another meat layer, and another meat layer. So there's another butal there. So for that, cut ulit, and then put it there. That's it. So we have a nice layer here. May natira, the excess one, you just have to put it on for another fat layer. So if you run out of fat layer, just create another mixture and mix it. Very easy. So for this one, this is just for demonstration, but you can make it as thick as you want. Yan, so walang tapon guys. Everything is used for fat to meat layer. Make it just very small, but I need to use it. So that I can make this one. After you cook the chicken, you can put it in the fridge for so long. We have to assemble this one. Look, fat, skin, fat, meat, fat. The next one is for us to steam this. We need to steam this so that they will stick together. Yeah? And because I don't have a proper steamer, I'll be using this one as alternative. So this is a big pan. I will just be putting this one and put this on top and cover it and let it steam. So we'll just put it on the stove and let it steam for around, it depends, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It depends. Just check it from time to time. Once they are stuck together, then you can remove it. And once it's cold, you can slice it or keep it in the fridge for your stock and fry it. So it's steaming right now. Let's check. Look at the quality of the fat layer, the meat layer. Kung makikita nyo, they are already sticking together. See, it's translucent now and it is sticking together. I think it's just around 3 minutes or 4 minutes that have passed. So it's already cooked. So we can turn off our stove and just let it cook. And slice it later. So this is cooked now and it's very hot. And we need to let it cool so that we can slice it later. So we will remove this. I actually have a second batch to cook again. So let's have a close up. It's cooked now. So this is the fat layer cooked and there's the meat layer there. So let's have a closer look. Okay, so that's our fat layer going in alternately with the meat layer. So once it has cooled down, we can slice this very, very nice lechon kawali or vegan pork cuts. Yeah. So try natin siya. Ibaliktad. And tada! That's it. Palamigin lang natin, let it cool. And we will cut it. And then we can fry this one. That is our, see that one? Once you fry that one, that will make into a very beautiful lechon kawali. So that's it. So we can try cutting this one. I think we can try cutting this. Cut, cut. There you go. These layers. Yeah? You see these layers? Those ones. Then you can cut it in the middle, tending to your desired sizes. And then you can fry it. That one. Yeah? Cut according to your desired size. That's it. Your vegan pork lechon kawali. Yeah? Very easy to make. Actually, it's supposed to be. I should put it in the fridge so that it's not hot. Because once it's hot, you cut it, the tapioca starch will still be sticking to each other. So yeah, supposed to be we have to put it in the fridge, but I got excited to cut it all for you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.